It's been so long since I've actually filmed something and it's not just like in my library waiting to be edited. I haven't actually filmed a video in like 2 weeks, it feels like. But yeah, what's up? My name is Tima. I'm back with a new video, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys basically how to save up short term for traveling abroad, which I haven't talked about. I know on my channel last year I did make a video on how to save up for Japan. I will be going to Japan in like the next 3 months. So while I do have some time to save, it's really a short amount of time in my opinion. It's definitely a shorter amount of time than I had last time to be able to save for the trip. But I wanted to go through a couple of things, basically how to be smart when you're packing, but mostly I guess tips on how to save and stuff like that and how to not overspend for your trip. But yeah, okay, so differences between saving last year and saving now. Last year I was working full-time, like I was literally working 50 hours a week. Whoa. I was literally working 50 hours a week in retail. That was where most of my income was coming from. I was saving around at least $600 a month. Yeah, I had at least like 5 months to save up for this trip, so I was saving a bunch of money like all at once. I wasn't making extra income, or I wasn't hustling like I am at this point in time, which I have less time to save up for it. The difference between now and then is that right now I do have different forms of income coming from other places, so it's not as difficult. I feel like I'm working a lot less than having to like scramble and save up all of my paychecks for this, because my paychecks weren't even that big, so I was putting most of my money towards the trip. But yeah, during that time I had to save up for the ticket, which was around $1,000. Keep in mind we were going to both Korea and Japan, so round trip, 2 different countries is actually not a bad deal for $1,000. This trip is a little bit different. I'm just going to Japan for 3 weeks, and I'm going to be going in April, which is a lot cheaper than going, I guess, maybe in December or like November. So my ticket this time will roughly be about $500. I saved up for my ticket last time, which was $1,000. And then I also had to save up for my Airbnb, which was $700 for about 3 weeks for both places. And then I had to save up for my passport because my passport was expired. And I had to spend at least $300 at the time. I wasn't expecting it to be that much money. And then on top of that, you have to save up for spending money, transportation, emergencies, stuff like that. I feel most comfortable if I'm traveling for 3 weeks. This is just me personally. It's not required for you to take this much money with you, but I feel comfortable taking at least $4,000 extra. Whereas if I take half of the amount, I'm a lot more limited and I feel like I don't have much of a safety net going with me, so I definitely prefer to save up more as much as I possibly can to travel abroad, because I can take money back with me whenever I come back to the US. Okay, so I wasn't recording, you guys. I had to change the settings on my camera because the first part of the video, I had it on manual and it was wrong. If it's looking different, that's the reason why. I forgot what I was saying though. I was talking for a good 10 minutes and it wasn't recording. I was pretty good at saving my money. For someone that wasn't making enough money at all at a 9-to-5 job in retail, I did a really good job, and that's just because I didn't go out with friends, barely. Like if I did, it would be for something that wasn't expensive. I think that last year is gonna be a lot more expensive than this year because I'm going in April, which is half the ticket price as last year. So I'm buying my ticket in a couple of days, which I'm really excited about, but I'm not spending money on an Airbnb. I think we're going to Tokyo for a week and a half. We're actually staying in Kyoto for most of the vacation because that's where Christina lives, and we're just gonna visit Tokyo for a week. So because I'm staying with someone this time, it's cutting like 70% of the price out. So if you want to save for Japan, also pick either a cheap Airbnb. You don't need a huge space to stay in if you're staying by yourself or with like one other friend. Just, you know, look into places that aren't that expensive. You don't have to have a really expensive place to stay in. Another thing that I was saying, which my camera was not recording, was don't buy a lot of stuff for your trip. Just buy the essentials that you need. Also, like buying a lot of clothes for your trip. Listen, I threw away a suitcase in Japan because I actually brought too much stuff. Like I brought 2 big suitcases, 1 small one. It was so hard to carry my luggage around. Max for this trip, I'll be carrying around 2 medium-sized suitcases. You can fit a lot of stuff in a medium-sized suitcase. You don't have to get it super large like I did, for example. So just take care of that. I carried at least like 3 weeks of clothes in my suitcase on the trip, and I bought a lot of stuff. Like I actually bought enough clothes to wear for the entire trip when I was there. So if you are like me and you're a shopper or a shopaholic like me, when you go to a different country, don't bring that many clothes, don't bring that much stuff. You don't have to do it. Don't feel like you need this or you need that. Just bring the essentials. If you have to buy basics, which are not expensive at all, or they shouldn't be, like go to Forever 21, go to Daiso. Like they have sports bras there, they've got like t-shirts. All I was doing was wearing the clothes that I bought in Japan. So why did I have to bring all that extra stuff? I don't know, but that was a mistake. I spent too much money on clothes to take with me, which I didn't have to do. At this point, I don't have to buy anything for Japan as far as clothing wise. Maybe at the least, I'll have to buy a pair of jeans, but that's it. Like a pair of jeans that are my favorite that I can wear every single day.
Not every single day, like wash your clothes.
Now I have to buy some essentials myself still, like which are contacts. I have negative 10.5 for my vision for my prescription, so it's really, really high, and that's not a good thing. Now I have to get 2 pairs of contacts really soon. One for backup, one for every day. Just because if I lose one pair, that's it. Like I have to wear my glasses for the rest of the trip because my eyesight is so terrible that I can't get contacts there in my prescription. Yeah, just try to have a hustle. Like I'm trying to do that right now. I'm selling all of my clothes that I don't use anymore, that are too small for me or that I've had for forever. I've been doing a lot of lookbooks in the past, and so I was just buying so much stuff that I didn't end up using. But if you really want to go, there are avenues that you can take to get to that goal. I feel like there's literally always a way. If I could do it last year and I wasn't making much money, I feel like if you really put your mind to it, if you really, really do, there is a way to do it. And of course, give yourself more time if you need it. Don't force yourself to do it last minute, like kind of like I am, which I know I'm gonna be able to do it, but don't force yourself. If you need more time, give yourself more time to go. Stuff that just doesn't fit me anymore or that I'm not really into, I'm selling. Every month counts. A year goes by very quickly, and it's gonna motivate you if you're putting aside like envelopes with cash in it. That's what I did last year. You don't have to do it that way. You can honestly just make a savings account in your bank, whatever, if you need to. But for me to hold myself accountable, what I did was that I took money out of my bank each month. I know it doesn't work for everyone that way, but it worked for me, honestly. I don't like traveling, having to worry about spending, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to fully enjoy myself. And this honestly, again, it strictly just goes for me. There's an airplane or a helicopter. I feel like that's all that I have for saving tips. I can't think of any more right now. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see from me in the future, because I'm still working on new content for you guys. I just haven't been having the time to film any more things other than this video. So let me know down below, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Make sure to also click the notification bell down below if you want to see more of my updates on time, and I will talk to you guys later.